Why don't you go home, and I'll have her call you as soon as she's free. How's that?
No, not good enough. I came here to see Brooke, and I'm not leaving until I do.
Will you be real?
Well, there she is. Here you are.
I was putting Laura to bed.
Look, Brooke, I know that you don't like me very much, but how could you sit there and let that no-talent tramp take cheap shots at me?
Look, Erica, I said I'm sorry. It's over. There is nothing more that I can do.
You can give me equal time so I can defend myself.
I don't believe this.
If you don't give me equal opportunity to defend myself, I'm going to sue WRCW.
Are you serious? What for?
For letting that witch slander me, that's what's for.
What are you talking about? She wasn't expressing an opinion, right or wrong.
It's all right. Adam wanted me on the show. Adam wanted me to be the one to debut your show. And I'm sure that Adam will still want me on the show.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I don't want you on the show if you're going to come on and hurl insults at Danielle Farrar, because there's nothing more boring than listening to that sort of cattiness.
I want to talk about all these accusations she made about me not having a journalistic background. That is simply not true. Brooke, you know I was at WRCW long before you were.
A fashion consultant and a weather girl?
Yes.
Well, it's hardly credentials as a journalist, you think?
Who are you, Barbara Walters? I mean, I remember when you were some little stuck-up little twit who dropped out of college.
Well, at least I went to college.
Well, big whoop.
And I did not flunk out of college. I may have failed a course or two, but I did graduate.
Oh, so I suppose you think that makes you smarter than me. Well, let me tell you something. College has turned out a lot of educated fools. And I'm proud of the fact that I went to work right after high school, because I got on-the-job experience, which is a lot more valuable than sitting in a stuffy classroom.
Yes, you certainly are experienced. Oh, that's true.
That's the end of this round.
Mark, stay out of this.
I think your sister's just getting warmed up here.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm working on a story right now that is so much bigger than anything you ever dreamed of. And it is the biggest scoop that you'll ever see in print. And it is going to appear in the next issue of Tempo magazine. I'll send you a copy.
Oh, good.
How dare you use my own brother?
I think you have your facts mixed up.
You found out that Mark was helping me take care of Gilles St. Clair.
Erica, I didn't know anything about it. I went to your house to talk to you. When Gilles answered the door, I was stunned.
Oh, yeah, you were so stunned that you sneaked in with a camera crew and proceeded to cheat me out of my exclusive deal.
Look, just wait a minute, all right? I promised Gilles that I would not air that interview until the issue of Tempo was out on the newsstands.
Oh, and isn't it convenient for you that Tempo happened to be hit by a strike today?
Well, I didn't know anything about that until after the show. Why wouldn't I assume that Tempo was going to be out on the stands at noon as usual? I held that interview until noon.
Please don't insult my intelligence on top of everything else.
You're the one that's throwing insults around. It doesn't bother me. I'm just a little upset that I betrayed Gilles accidentally.
No, there is nothing accidental about this. Nothing. You have hated me for years, but now your jealousy is just totally out of control. It doesn't stop, does
Erica, what do I have to be jealous of you for?
Well, for starters, I am a national figure. And you continue to be stuck in this slimy little town, just envying me every step of the way.
Yeah, of course, everyone knows my secret fantasy has been to be a model and own a cosmetics company.
Yeah, well, it had to have been a fantasy. You really couldn't have begun to cut it, could you? No, but the minute I became editor-in-chief of a national magazine, that's when she turned green with envy.
Oh, please, give me a break.
I'll give you a break. You are nothing but small potatoes. That's why you had to stoop to a dirty trick to steal my scoop.
Erica, I'm sorry if you refuse to believe what really happened.
No, you are not sorry. No, you are not sorry now, but you are going to be sorry. Because I am serving notice. You have messed with me for the last time. This is war. Well, you certainly look much better put together this evening than usual. I guess WRCW hired someone professional to assist you with your appearance.
Oh, no, I did this myself. But gee, thank you so much for the compliment, even though it was somewhat left-handed.
Oh, you're welcome. I know when you get so few, you just have to accept everyone you get. Tell Mark I'm here.
Gee, I'm sorry, I can't.
Mark, I'm here.
What's the matter with you? You think I wouldn't tell him? He's not here.
I wouldn't put anything past you. Well, where is he?
I have no idea.
I see. Well, he's probably coming back in about 10 minutes. You're just doing this for spite, so I'll stay here and I'll wait.
I don't think you're going to be very happy doing that.
Look, you just go about your little business, will you, please? I don't need your company.
Well, I don't need yours either. Listen, I'm going to tell you something so you can have your say and so I don't ever have to deal with you again. Mark and I are living apart for a while.
Are you pulling my leg?
Well, that may seem humorous to you, but a trial separation is not really funny.
This is something that I am cheering about. Oh, thank heavens, Mark finally came to his senses and dumped you.
Believe me, I wouldn't be here unless it were important.
Well, we all know everything you do is important.
I would like to know why you didn't show up last night at the press conference in New York for the nominees for Woman of the Year.
I couldn't make it.
Oh, well, you certainly were the only one who couldn't. Were you very ill?
I just couldn't make it.
My, such a cavalier attitude. Well, one would think that you didn't even care about the nomination.
I never asked for it.
Well, with that attitude, Brooke, why don't you just drop out? We both know very well that if you stay in, you'll lose.
Well, I think of it as a horse race. So I'm very sorry, but I can't accommodate you because I'm in to stay.
Boy, you are such a hypocrite, Brooke. You pretend you don't care. But the reality is you are desperate to win. You know you have to do something dramatic to help your sinking career.
Oh, no, you're very much mistaken. My career is alive and well.
Your ratings are so low you can't even measure them.
Well, ratings go in cycles.
Oh, tell that to the stockholders. I can certainly understand why Adam is pumping millions into your campaign. Of course, it's all quite futile. My tempo readers are far too sophisticated to be taking him by that hype.
You know, I think it would be really very nice to win. I think it would help a lot of other people.
Oh, I see. Oh, perhaps you should have been nominated for sainthood, not Woman of the Year.
Well, you know, you were right before about one thing. The ratings are a little down. But see, it would be great if I could do something to help that. Because there are a lot of people whose livelihoods depend on, you know, how well the station does.
Oh, come on. The only livelihood you are interested in is your own.
No, Erica. I'm going to survive whether I win or lose. You are the one who needs to win in order to survive.
That is nonsense. I have a very far-ranging career. I don't need to win this contest.
Maybe not, but I think your ego needs to win this contest. Because I think you would be driven into the ground if you lost a contest that was run by your own magazine. Not to mention, if you lost to me, it would be devastating.
Well, it'll never happen.
It could.
Just because you happen to have made a tiny name for yourself in your mini TV station with your minuscule talent doesn't mean that you deserve the likes of
we all
my
know
brother.
size isn't everything, don't we? I mean, look how far you've come with your small talent, not to mention your pea-sized brain.
Oh, your jealousy is just laughable. But what is really ridiculous is the way you totally underestimate Mark's tremendous talent in favor of your puny one.
I have always encouraged Mark's work, and you have a big right to talk, Miss Temple Magazine, with all your contacts. What have you ever done for him?
Mark is a genius as a composer. You know something? You should just get down every night and crawl on your hands and knees to help him. But no, instead you use Mark as your flunky to babysit your daughter. He loves Laura. Oh, please. My brother is a first-rate composer. He has much better things to do with his time than to play nursemaid while you play prima donna.
I think you've gotten your roles a little bit confused. You're the one who's the prima donna in life. I'm just a hard-working news reporter.
Well, you think that getting yourself all dolled up is really going to do the trick, don't you? Let me tell you something. Better that you should get undressed and curl up on the couch with a book.
What trick are you talking about?
Well, it's obvious. You're going to the chateau. Going to try to entice Mark back.
Mark isn't working tonight. I have plans.
Oh. Well, you certainly don't waste any time, do you?
No, I don't. So you're going to have to excuse me, aren't you?
Well, if you're thinking of making Mark jealous with Tom tonight...
Tom! I don't play games like that.
Oh, please. You would do anything to get your hooks back into Mark.
You know, all I want is a pleasant evening. And since you're leaving, I think that still might be possible.
Well, I'm going to have a pleasant rest of my life now that I know you're not going to be my sister-in-law. Well, if it's just the person I don't want to see.
Oh, what a nice greeting.
I hope you're happy, Brooke English. Because thanks to you, my brother has taken a job on a cruise ship. I mean, who knows when I will ever see him again.
I don't want to talk about it, Erica.
I'm not surprised. The man left town like he was running for his life. I mean, he left town so fast he didn't even wait to say goodbye to me, his own sister.
Well, I am sorry about that, but he didn't leave because of me, because I wasn't even in town when he left.
It is still your fault.
Well, you can believe what you want.
I'm going in to see Adam.
Why would you want to see him?
Why would I tell you?
They're not going to let you see him.
Don't be silly.
Ross is with him, and Cliff said no other visitors.
Oh, my goodness, Brooke.
Erica, do you always walk into an office unannounced?
I didn't know this was your office.
Well, you should brush up on your reading skills. It says editor-in-chief right on the door.
Simply didn't notice.
Erica.
Brooke, listen, I know that we've really had our differences in the past, but now that you're married to Tom, I really thought that, well, I hoped that you could put aside your jealousy and your animosity and we could just start over.
Well, what an unexpected, generous gesture. But the wedding has been called off.
What?
Thank you anyway.
Why? What happened, Brooke?
Well, I don't think it's really any of your concern.
What, is it another man? You're saying another man? I mean, how could you do that? You're telling me that you dumped poor, sweet, wonderful Tom for someone else?
Yes, I am seeing someone else.
But who? I mean, how could you leave Tom for anyone else? I mean, nobody's better than Tom. I mean, who?
Jack Montgomery?
It's Jack. I have heard that you were sort of pursuing him while I was away.
So now we get to the point. Jealous?
Oh, Brooke, don't be petty.
Oh, no. I think you've staked Jack out as your territory, and now you're afraid that he's wandering off the reservation.
The reservation? No, actually, Brooke, I never have had to worry about a man wandering, but you do.
You're unbelievable.
Jack is famous for breaking women's hearts. I mean, do you really want to be another notch on his belt?
Well, it depends. How does it feel to be a notch on Jack's belt?
Now, I'm going to ignore that because I know that you have been deeply hurt by men in your past.
Just to set the record straight, Erica, I enjoy going out with Jack a lot. And I'm going to continue to do so for as long as the two of us enjoy each other's company.
I feel so sorry for you.
Oh, don't feel too sorry.
For some reason, you always seem to attach yourself to my men. I mean, usually after I'm finished with them. You married Tom, you married Adam, and now, for some reason, you have set your cap for Jack, even though you know how attached he is to me.
I wish I had your ego.
There, you see? That's your problem exactly. You want everything I have. Well, I tell you, I can't believe that even you, Brooke, could be so shallow and so stupid as to give up a man like Tom for Jack.
Eat your heart out.
Oh, please. I mean, Jack is fun. Jack is a very charming escort, but Tom? Come on, there's no comparison between the men.
No, I think there is.
Of course, then you don't know Jack as well as I do.
You wish.
Oh, is that nasty little innuendo supposed to bother me?
Innuendo?
Oh, I see. Oh, so now you're trying this little innocent act? Oh, Brooke, give it up.
You're not going to be satisfied until I sink to your level, are you?
All this hostility and all I'm trying to do is save you from making this insane mistake that will very well ruin your life.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I'm really sorry if I've misjudged you. Can I offer you something? Would you like some coffee? Tea? drain cleaner?
Well, you clearly just refuse to take this seriously.
It's very hard to take it seriously with you, of all people, playing the concerned friend.
Oh, fine. You want yet another of my casts off? Fine, take him.
Oh, poor Erica. I think what you'd really like is all of your exes stuffed and mounted. Sort of a trophy room of your conquests.
That is so sick.
You know what's sick? You can't let Jack go.
Well, that is absurd because I have already let him go, haven't I?
And he's healed very quickly, hasn't he? That's what really gnaws away at you, the fact that he's fine. He was supposed to be a broken man, but he's fine. Believe me, everything is in perfect working order.
Oh, boy, are you crass.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have I offended your delicate sensibilities? Oh, dear.
Enjoy your fling. Certainly will be fascinating to watch.
Well, I'm sure your hawk eyes will be on us every moment.
Well, there won't be too many moments because it certainly won't last. I know what Jack wants, and it's not you.
What Jack wants and needs is a woman who treats him decently, and I'm very glad that he has given me the chance to be that person.
You know what? So am I. Lucky you.
I feel very lucky. I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Oh, hey, don't count your chickens.
Oh, great. My son's crying. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, of course your son's crying. He's got a mother like you. Oh, good. Brooke, I hope I'm not catching you at a bad time.
I don't have a lot of time, Erica, so why don't you just state the nature of your business?
Okay, I'm here because I think that you may have misinterpreted something.
Namely?
Namely, my having left my ring in Jack's bedroom the other night.
Oh, that.
Well, I'm aware that I may have inadvertently caused a problem.
Inadvertently?
Well, yes, of course. I mean, you know, the fact that I was in Jack's bedroom late at night.
Yes. Yes, you cut your finger, a nasty gash, as I recall. I read about it in all the major medical journals.
Oh, did you?
Anyway, since you're so concerned, let me set your mind at ease. Jack and I are closer than we have ever been.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So you see, you're worried for no reason. Since you're so fascinated with my life, I thought you would probably be interested to know that Jamie is not Tom's son. He's Tad's.
Tad? Your little boy,
That's
Tad?
right.
Well, I don't believe it. My goodness, why would you lie about a thing like that?
For a number of reasons, none of which I'd expect you to understand.
You certainly deceived a lot of people.
Yes, one of whom was Dixie. The timing could not have been worse for her.
What timing?
The day Tad died, I found out that I was pregnant.
So you kept this to yourself all this time?
A few good friends knew, and now everybody knows. Deception is usually a mistake no matter what the motive, so I'm glad that I have finally set the record straight.
Oh, your behavior was certainly despicable. I mean, to dupe poor Tom into claiming that he was your baby's father?
Poor Tom was not duped.
Huh.
He was one of the first people that I confided in, and he volunteered to give Jamie his name.
Oh, sure, you'd say that.
I say it because it's true.
Oh, please. You know something, Brooke? I think you lived with Adam Chandler a little bit too long. Now you're as devious as he is, maybe even worse.
Goodbye, Erica.
You should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, first of all, just to play on Tom's sympathy, to get him to say that he was your baby's father, then to dump him?
Get out.
And Jack, how in the world could Jack be taken in by the likes of you? I mean, you've always been such a loser.
You better be careful. You better be very careful.
Oh, really careful of what? Careful of whom? What, a common slut?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, great. Well, I just think this ball is just wildly successful.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you. Do you know we have already raised $10,000 in tax-deductible contributions? And I mean, with a few glaring exceptions, everyone has been so generous.
My check's in the mail.
You know something, Brooke? I could really understand your being too busy to volunteer to work on the committee, and I could even understand your being too cheap to make a contribution. But how in the world could you humiliate a true environmentalist like Jack? I mean, letting that nurse buy him for $25, that was humiliating. That was pathetic.
Lord, grant me the serenity.
You have such a nasty attitude. I mean, you have a cynical, unhelping, really depressing way of looking at things. It is so tiresome. And you know something? That is the main reason why so many men have left you in the past and will continue to do so in the future if you don't stop it.
Thank you for the tip.
Oh, well, Brooke, listen, I'm only trying to say this for your own good.
No, you're saying it because you're a phony, two-faced hypocrite.
Oh, my goodness. Should I worry now? Should I prepare myself? Are you going to slap me again? Should I defend myself against your violent temper? No, I didn't think so. Know why? Because people who don't believe in things, they're always such cowards.
Just a moment. Before you return to your wildly successful do-gooding environmental fundraiser, let me show you something.
I should have you arrested.
There's the phone. 911.
You assaulted me.
Have you ever heard of justifiable homicide? I am sure there is such a thing as justifiable assault, too, believe me.
Oh, I am sure there is not.
Oh, honestly, do you think that I was going to stand there and listen to your insults?
Oh, come on, everything I said was the truth.
The truth? The truth? You wouldn't know the truth if it jumped up and bit you on your nose.
You leave my nose out of this.
Well, it's very hard to do that, Erica, because you have a very bad habit of sticking it where it doesn't belong. And now see what you've done.
You're the one who's shouting.
Hey, hold it down.
Oh, Amy needs me.
This can't be true.
Every paragraph, every sentence, every word can be corroborated.
No, you made it up.
Fact, Erica, this is not fiction.
Well, even if this were true, I mean, I can't be expected to know every detail about enchantment. Nobody could.
Well,
Are you publishing this?
Either you're the world's biggest hypocrite or you're the stupidest bimbo. Which is it?
I never thought to ask about the waste disposal practices of enchantment.
Well, I take it back then. Actually, you're both.
But if you knew about this, why didn't you tell me about this when you interviewed me? I could have stopped it. I would have stopped it. Well, I can still stop it. When is the deadline?
Now.
No, Brooke, you can't do that, Brooke. That's not fair. Brooke, please, give me some time.
It's too late.
Oh, Jack. Jack.
Erica, what's wrong?
It's Brooke. She's ruining my life.
I've been wondering that myself.
So, don't you have to get the presses rolling? Just for the record, I must tell you that I think this is a pretty damn lousy thing you're doing, Brooke.
No, Jack, don't. Brooke happens to be right. I am a fool for not knowing what the disposal practices of my company are. Don't let this make a rift between you two, because then I will feel doubly awful.
I'm sure.
I would.
Oh, spare me. You're so transparent I can see what you had for breakfast.
Right, Brooke, that's enough.
It's not nearly enough as far as I'm concerned. And now, let me go on the record. The presses are not rolling because I just killed the story.
What?
You killed it. Why?
Because someone whose opinion I sometimes respect accused me of a breach of ethics and of being unduly influenced by my personal feelings. And there was some truth in that. I hated killing that story, Erica, because every accusation in it was checked and rechecked. But now my personal feelings have influenced me in the other direction.
What did she say?
I'll speak slowly so you can understand. I wanted Jack to think well of me. And that's why I killed the story.
I don't know what to say.
Well, then I'll say it for you. I'm a fool. I shouldn't have bothered.
Well, naturally, I'm delighted that you did.
Oh, you're not off the hook, Erica. I've given you 90 days a reprieve.
What do you mean?
If Enchantment hasn't cleaned up its landfill act in 90 days, then my article goes in mailboxes and onto newsstands, and your hypocrisy will be exposed to the world. Need to borrow a cup of sugar?
I need for us to talk.
What could you possibly say that I'd believe or care about?
Okay, Brooke, I know I'm not your favorite person.
Not in this century.
But if we could just put aside our petty little differences and talk about a really, really vitally important matter.
Nah.
Brooke! It's Adam Chandler. Please, Brooke. I have to get to work.
I have to get Jamie ready for a walk. I have to scrub the floors and wash the windows and put on a new roof. Can I make myself any clearer? I don't want to discuss anything with you this morning, especially Adam Chandler.
You know, working with Adam at Enchantment has really been quite an eye-opener. Who cares? I mean, I am seeing him in a totally new light.
Is she deaf?
And I have reached an incredibly profound conclusion about him.
You? Profound? Well, hey, surrender. Talk away.
Adam is not at all the monster I thought he was.
Yeah? What kind of a monster is he?
He's not a monster at all. And given the way he has been so cruel, so underhanded, so devious, all those things he's done to me, well, don't you think it's very significant that I say this?
You could care less about Adam or me. You want me to step in so that Adam will back off from you.
Oh, please, that's not
Oh,
true.
no, you would do anything to get Adam to leave you alone.
No, I really am just thinking about Adam.
You're desperate, and you're out of ideas, and you're totally trapped, and you know what else? You're out of luck, because I wouldn't help you if the future of the entire human race depended on it.
Oh, Brooke, please.
I think you and Adam are a perfect match. I think you deserve each other.
Oh, no. You and Adam are a perfect match. I belong with Jack, and I am going to find my way back to him.
It'll never happen.
Oh, well, I'm going to make it happen. And sooner or later, Jack's going to realize where he belongs, and nothing and no one is going to keep us apart.
Jack is never going to come back to a woman who plays games like you play. Haven't you figured that out yet?
Oh, come on, Brooke, that's just sour grapes.
I don't want Jack. What we had between us is over, and that's the way it's going to stay.
Well, of course it is. You two never could have gone the distance together.
Oh, and he would go the distance with a sneak like you? Oh, he may come back for a minute. He may amuse himself for a little while, but you will ruin things before long.
Boy, you just can't stand it. If I'm happy, can you? You just would do anything you could to destroy my happiness.
No, I don't have to lift a finger. You will take care of your own destruction just fine.
Don't ask me how, but somehow Adam managed to drag me out of dog business.
Selfishly, I love the company of beautiful women.
Maybe because they have so much in common with rich men. They never know who their friends are.
You're such a wit, Brooke. And since business is so boring, and they already have a table for four, why don't we join them? I think we'll have a delightful evening. Well, Brooke, what a flattering dress. Where'd you find it?
I ordered it from a catalog.
Oh, you see, Adam, I told you, she's pretty. Well, wherever you found it, it does wonders for you. It really does.
Isn't Erica stunning in this dress? I can't take my eyes off her.
Yes, it's lovely.
I made it myself. I did. I cut out the pattern and everything. Oh, good. Refreshments. That's what we need.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, this is fun. By any chance, has Jack Montgomery come in yet?
I'll check.
Thanks.
I don't think so. His messages are still stacked up.
I see. Just my luck.
If you'd care to wait for Mr. Montgomery, I'll have somebody bring you a brandy.
No, I think I will just leave him a message. Thank you.
Here are your messages, Miss English.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Erica, I'd be happy to pass your note along to Jack. Well, I can wait if you'd like to write another.
I certainly don't need you to give my messages to Jack.
Just trying to help. I'm seeing him later.
You're seeing him later.
Well, he's going to call me if it's not too late.
Well, don't hold your breath.
Well, I'm a big girl. I think I can make my own decisions about Jack.
Only trying to help.
Erica, how dumb do you think I am? Don't answer that. You and Adam didn't fool anybody with your date tonight.
Oh, well, we weren't trying to.
Oh, come off it, all right? Jack and I got a real kick out of you and Adam working so hard to make the two of us jealous.
Oh, well, good. I'm so glad that you and Jack find Adams and my friendship so amusing.
Friendship? You loathe each other. You spend the entire evening together, and your plan is a miserable flop, and that's laughable and sad.
You're right. It is laughable. It is sad. And I shouldn't be telling you this, but it's true. It was all Adam's idea, okay? He is dying to win you back from Jack. Now, why I ever let Adam talk me into going along with this, I will never know.
Oh, I think you do.
Well, I certainly don't need to resort to tricks to get a man's attention.
Well, you can say anything you want to me, but I think you better be straight with Jack, because I don't think there's anything that turns him off faster than a devious woman.
Well, I certainly don't need advice on how to handle men from a woman who's coming out of her second failed marriage.
Oh, do you really want to start counting failed marriages? I hear you're being considered for the Guinness Book of Records.
Look, just don't try to steal my man because you don't have one, okay?
Ooh, I didn't know Jack was wearing your brand.
Ladies.
Oh, you stay out of it.
We were just discussing what a wonderful evening this has been. Anyway, you'll both excuse me. I'm going to say goodnight.
Well, Brooke, I hope you're satisfied. I mean, how many other innocent people are you and that fool boyfriend of yours going to drag into this sordid mess? Really, Brooke, I mean this. Now, where did you find this guy? Under what rock?
Don't push me. Edmund didn't start this fight.
Oh, yes, he certainly did. Edmund is out to steal his name, his money, and anything else he can get his grimy hands on. Do me a favor, Brooke. The next time you go husband hunting, would you start just a rung higher on the evolutionary ladder?
At least I didn't steal somebody else's husband.
Oh, for your information, Dmitri Marek and I just happen to be friends. And I understand what he's going through because you know what? I have been used from my personal position for other people's personal gain. Jack.
Hi, Brooke.
Maria, what a great dress.
Thank you.
Have Edmund sing a waltz for me.
I sure will.
Oh, Brooke.
Erica.
You know, I was just watching Edmund and Maria dancing. What a handsome couple. And it's so gratifying because Edmund has finally met his match in every way. I mean, beauty and brains and personality and wit.
You know, you really are a marvel.
I beg your pardon?
I don't know how you do it.
Do what?
Do what? Oh, well, find time to take inventory of your brother-in-law's love life while your own little family circle is widening all the time. Then again, downscale's looking better and better.
Dimitri, old man, how are you? Erica. Oh, Edmund. What a nice surprise. Brooke, you look as lovely as ever.
Oh, thank you, Dimitri. Hello, Erica.
Well, now, Brooke, the last time we met here, you were chasing after the father of your child. And you, Edmund, you went running out of here like a wild man. So now what happened, Brooke, in the meantime? Did you decide since you couldn't reel in Cat after all that you would just settle for second best?
Well, Eric, it's always a pleasure to run into you. And with Dimitri, who's obviously forgotten what a total fool you made out of him with your fake amnesia routine. Tell me, Dimitri, is selective memory loss catching?
Why don't we get a table?
You know, Edmund, I'm so disappointed in you. I really thought that after the time we spent together in the wine cellar that your taste in women had improved as well as your taste in wine. Obviously not.
Good evening. Table for four?
No. Really, I have given her every benefit of the doubt, 100 times over. Brooke always does something to make me regret it. Always. I'm telling you, Dimitri, Brooke always starts it. She always starts it every time.
She starts it, Edmund, every time. I mean, usually I let it roll off my back, but I would love to slug her, really. I would, with one hand tied behind my back, I would like to shove every one of her sharp little teeth right down her throat.
I'll tell you what. I will make you a bet that you cannot be nice to Brooke English for 2 minutes.
Excuse me?
You won't be able to go 2 minutes without insulting her.
What makes you say that? Of course I can. What kind of a bet do you have in mind? How much? $500?
Yeah,
$500? Do you know how many hungry kids I could feed a hot meal on $500? You're on.
Don't look now, but sharp little teeth are headed this way.
I've lost my appetite.
Brooke and Edmund? Hello. We certainly don't mean to interrupt, but I'm sure that you noticed that young lady who sat down just briefly at our table.
No, actually, we didn't notice.
Well, in any case, what she was doing was bringing a guest list to us for the fabulous engagement party that Dimitri and I are having. And guess what happened? I mean, just because of some silly clerical oversight, your name wasn't on the list. So we thought that we would come over here and not to invade your private party in any way, but merely we just thought we would come over here and extend to you face-to-face an in-person invitation. And yours will be hand-delivered. And Brooke, we sincerely hope that you will join us.
Oh, what a lovely thought, an engagement party for yourself, and you'd like me to be there. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to be washing my hair that night, so I won't be able to attend.
Your hair always looks lovely. And perhaps if you could just adjust your schedule a little bit, and you could wash your hair in the morning, and then perhaps you could join us.
Is she feeling all right?
Oh, Edmund, I was hoping you could change her mind. Really, Brooke, it wouldn't be the same celebration without you. Would it, darling?
How much are you paying her?
Brooke, we'd be pleased to have you there.
Yes, who knows? You might hook your next husband on the dance floor. I mean that in a most sincerely complimentary way.
Excuse us. Enjoy your dinner.
She did it again.
Your hair?
I was provoked.
So, Brooke, is this the result you expected when I called your bouquet?
Well, Erica, I wouldn't expect anything less of you, but then the party isn't over yet, is it?
No, it isn't. Not by a long shot. And what a shame that your brand new husband had to leave town so soon after just getting married and all. And how really awful for you to be here all alone. I mean, especially being here and seeing Edmund here. And with Dixie Coney, of all people.
Well, now, why would it be strange to see Edmund here? He lives here. And I see him all the time, anyway, at the office with any number of different people.
Well, yes, but I mean, you and he were just this close to taking your vows less than a year ago.
I have a very good idea. Why don't we leave the past in the past, and maybe we can talk about what lovely weather you've had for your wedding, huh?
My wedding to Dimitri would have been glorious even without weather. I mean, we have a true marriage of the souls. We have a force that is blending to create nothing but love, something that absolutely transcends weather. Something so trite as weather. This is a celebration of love.
A celebration of love. You're right, Erica. There's nothing trite about that.
Well, my goodness, you and Edmund could have had the same thing, you know, if you had just been a little more forgiving. I mean, so Edmund hated Dimitri, and so he wanted revenge. So what? Look at him today. He's Dimitri's best man.
And that's very nice. I'm very happy for them. But it's really none of my business anymore.
Maybe. Or maybe there's a lesson in this for you. I mean, maybe you could think about the fact that all those people who Edmund hurt most, me, of course, and, of course, Dimitri, we have all forgiven him.
Let me set the record straight, Erica. I am married to Tad. I love Tad.
He loves me, and we both love our son, Jamie. And as for Edmund and I, we have made total personal and professional peace. We're fine.
Uh-huh. Well, you just keep telling yourself